Welcome back to the SOC official YouTube channel. I know a lot of people have been requesting I make this video, so I'm gonna do it now. Fuck off, Simeon. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a video with really anything but mainly cars on the Rockstar editor. We'll be showing you guys how to do it on your phone to get the music and get to video on your phone and everything. But first I'm gonna start off with just the basics on how to get started. For right now, what you need to do is you could be in online or in story mode. I'm just doing it in story mode just because it's easier to get to the editor and out of it. What you need to do is hold down on the D-pad and press X to start recording. The minimum recording is 3 seconds, and the maximum I think I've ever gotten was like 1 minute and 45. But sometimes it doesn't always record to 1 minute 45. It depends on what you're doing. If you're on a job and online or in a story mode mission, I think you can record to 1 minute 45. If you're not, then I think the most you can record to is like 60 seconds or something like that. 60 seconds, or if you're moving in free mode, like you're like racing down the highway in free mode, I think the maximum is like 45 seconds or even 30. It's just the more you do, it's just the more space that it takes up, and you know, the faster time runs out. So what you need to do now is hit the pause button, go to the Rockstar editor. And what you need to do is you should already have something in the editor. It says if you want to create a new one, you press yes. You should already have something in there because of the recording you previously done. You save it by just pressing down on the D-pad and press X again to save it. Let's see. I'll just do a video of when you're doing this, you want to pick a video link to where it's a little bit like 30 to 45 seconds. And see, this one's 28. You see it in the right there. It says all the information about it. Probably gonna go with this one's at 25. I don't want to use this one though. I'll probably go with this one right here. That's at 28. So you want to edit this clip? You say yes. I know a lot of people don't use them, but if you look in your bottom left, you see the tooltips. You should definitely use those because there's actually good information on those to where it teaches you something. By the way, don't ever record in first person unless that entire clip you want to be in first person, because once you put it like that, you can't change it to third. It stays in first. Sometimes the loading clip thing takes forever. That's just how it is. Just really taking its time. Alright. First off, what you want to do is this first little bar right here that I'm moving around. You can move this right here by holding L1 and R1 together. So you can kind of trim the clip if you'd like. I highly suggest you don't do that, and I highly suggest you use everything within your clip. But if there is something you do want to chop out, you can. I suggest setting your effects in the first one right here, because everything in the effects goes for all these. So if I were to set the effects, usually what I do is I use like brightness like -10, because you can actually see more of the colors. Hey man. But if you want to use if you want to brighten it up, of course at night you could always do that too, but I always go with effects brightness -10, because it gives it more color. And like, see, if you turn it up, you see is this too bright? Is this too bright? And you want to have a little bit more of that color. You can see right here it's alright, but if you want to see more of the shadows and more of the color, -10. I always go with contrast during the day around like 40. May seem high, but I don't know. I see a difference. I mean, it's up to me. If the color in your video you really want to be vibrant, you can only go to like, I would say only go to saturation 10, because then even at that you can see some of the colors of just everything's turning yellow. If I have a lot of cars and a lot of different colors, I go to -5, because you can still see the colors, but they're just not so intense. I don't ever use this at all. I don't even know how to fucking say it, and I don't ever use it. Depth of field, you always want to put custom. And by custom, sorry. By custom, what you want to do is just automatic. But if you are a little bit more experienced at it and you do get practice with it, I suggest you go to manual, and then you'd have to switch this depending on what angle you're going to be at, or what what angle you're going to be getting your target at. I highly suggest if you're going to be doing where it's just a park and chill video, you're sitting in one spot, you know, capturing a clip, to go to handheld and go to 4. That way it sits just like this. It's not so much a shake, but it's just enough shake to where you could actually see it. If you are driving, I suggest you go to drunk like 5 or 6. And this adds like an effect to where it gives you like that motion blur. So that's how you do pretty much the shake and the effects. Now the hardest part and people try and do is the camera movement. You can go into free camera and go into edit camera. You can go up and down using L1 and R1. You can go left and right moving the camera using the left stick, left and right panning the camera, or however you say it, using the right stick. You can zoom in through L2, zoom in through R2, so that's how you do that. If you wanted to just do a simple like clip of like say this car right here, I want to make the camera go from right here to right here or something like that. You just set your first marker up right here. So this is the first marker right here. Now the second marker you're gonna do is gonna be, I usually don't really have a method in doing this. I usually pick like what, like an inch or 2 or something like that, or maybe a little bit more depending on how long I want the clip and how long the clip that you're working with is, because if you're working with like a 10-second clip and you do like an inch or 2, it's gonna be like a really quick video, you know, like a really quick movement. You don't want that. You're going to go to camera, and you're going to go to blend mode, and you're going to set it to smooth. You're going to want to do that. With the second marker right here, wherever you want the camera to finish at, let's just say like right here. Let's just position it right here. When you go to smooth right here, this will create the effect to where it does this. Obviously, I don't ever do that. I usually put it on like 50. And I usually space this out a little bit more depending on how I want it to move. Now you see it moves a little bit more smooth right here. That's how you do that right here. So you're going to want to, if you pick linear, it's going to just go on a line. Now see, if you're going to be doing something to where it's going to be continuous camera move and everything like that, you always want to go with linear. But if you're going to be doing like it's like this, you want to do smooth, because it keeps it smooth. And you see right there within the clip that there's a little bit of handheld shake. That's what you put on earlier. Now once you have the first clip done, you're like, all right, this is good right here. This is what I want to showcase right here, is this part. Now see, you don't ever just want to get another one and move it right here. No, you want to place a third marker here and move it as close as you can. You use the right stick, by the way, to navigate this. You want to move it as close as you can to the other one that you put. So you put this one here. You should have one here and then one here. So you'll notice the difference when it says marker up here on the top where it says editor, and you'll see it says 3 out of 4. Now with this one, you can move this one anywhere you want. So let's just say I want to get the back of the car now. Except this time I want to have it to go up and then down. You know, the camera to pan from the top to the bottom. So again, I put like a really good distance, like, okay, this is good right here. Obviously there's someone in the way right here. This is Fuji from the crew, always getting in my fucking way. I want it to start up there and I want it to end right here. I highly suggest you do not ever make the camera go through the car or anything like that. I just find that really aggravating to watch people do that. So once you have these markers in, like, okay, I want to start it here and I want to end it right here where the camera's at, go to smooth. If you're going to be doing like a car video or something like that, or a showcase video, I suggest you do it like 50%. That way you can really see it. But this is how it's going to be right here, like that. Now see, within this part right here, you see it go out of focus. That's when you have to put into the fact of manual mode, and you have to put in manually what you want to have in focus. The depth of field does change, by the way. So if I set, let's say, 10 meters on the first marker, and that's set like 4 meters on the second marker, it will change for you. And I see right here, the purple car right here is actually in focus at 3.6 meters. And the yellow car is in focus right here at, let's see, at around 2.4. I don't really see the real details in the headlights. So once you have those in focus right here on both markers, and you do have it on smooth, and you have it on speed 50, then you can press play and then look. So you have right here that the clip is right, you know, it goes down in a smooth motion right here, which looks really nice. Maybe you want to do it smoother, maybe you don't. It's just solely up to you and how you decide to do it. Again, the same method I told you before. Once you place that ending marker here, this last one right here, this fourth one, it's essentially 2 markers per clip, per little little segment in the video. Once you put this one here, then you're gonna make another one, which will be number 5. Hug it all the way as close as you can to the 4th one. You would have to tweak the depth of field every time you do this if you're gonna be shooting in manual, which I highly suggest you do because it just really pays off. Once you do that, you make your 5th one. You don't have to. I mean, usually I just use automatic when it's just coming to a lot of cars and a lot of different scenes. Now see, I'm gonna bring it up to here like this, and I want to see something real quick. Now see, there's a guy driving right here. Now see, you want the camera to go over him. You don't want it to go through him. Now see, if I would have put my marker right here. Now see, look, when the camera goes through, he's gonna go through it. See, if you know someone is gonna be through there, you want to put it high. That way you don't run into anything. I suggest you keeping everything in focus also while you're doing that. Now see, within this clip right here, I'm gonna have to space this out a little bit more just because the clip isn't so long, so it's gonna go pretty fast. This is going slow, so this looks great right here. Exactly how I want it. Now see, you say, oh, I don't want this clip to be lasting this long. I want to make a fast-paced video, blah blah blah. This clip shouldn't be this long because it takes up what? Let's say this actual clip right here actually takes, let me see, a good amount of around 16 or so seconds, I believe, or let me see, 19 seconds. Yeah. So some people are like, I don't want my clip to be that long, this part to be that long. It's not, don't worry. When you go into editing afterwards, I'm actually going to extend this middle one out too, that way it's a little bit easier to edit. When you go into editing on your phone, which I'm only going to show you iPhone because I do not know how to edit on Android, I will show you why you need it to be this long. Alright, I'm going to get this clip right here of this Sultan. You can change the zoom effects on it too. I really don't do that, but I do it on this part right here. There you go. Back of the same thing again. And you see right here, it's going to zoom in through here. Now see, the main thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing this is that do not set a marker here and then go to set a marker way over here looking at the city or something like that. Don't do that. Because when you do this right here, no matter how long you do to take it, to move it, when you do smooth, it's going to go fast. Like, even though I spaced this out, it's going to go fast. Unless you really want that to happen, then you could do that. But I highly don't really suggest it. Because then it's not going to look good a part of the video. Especially when you're going to go into a transition of one part of the video to the other. So that's basically how I edit as far as video wise. As far as just getting basic clips, I do a little bit more so you can just practice by looking off of my screen. Let's get Villa right here parking up his Volvo. He's parking it up right here. A lot of people are moving around. I need to move this one. Excuse me. I need to move this one right over here. And once I have this here, of course smooth and then 50. You see it's just, camera's just moving around like this to catch him park up. Now see, another thing you can use on this, and a really essential thing to do, is hit the camera and go to look at target. It's going to filter through all your targets right here. Now I hit Villa, he's number 6. It's not, numbers aren't always going to be the same as far as looking at target. Now right here, I know he's number, see now right here is number 4. It just depends on who's closest. Now when you look at target, it's going to keep that camera looking. It's going to keep it targeted on your target. Now see, it's just focusing right on his person. And it's just solely looking at him. When you do that, it's always going to look at the person. I say that again because it's not going to focus on the car, it's not going to look at anybody else. And if you're trying to make the camera look a different way, it's not going to look a different way. It's going to look on him. It's going to keep an eye on him. No matter if you put the camera right here and then all the way to the city, it's going to look at him. It's going to stay set to him. When you make a third one, you know, like, because the 2 for the segment, you make a third one to start a new segment, you're going to have to change that look at character off. That way you can actually get a clip. You know, you don't want to keep that on there at all or nothing. Let's see, another kind of camera motion I use is, I usually, sometimes if I want to do this, I tilt it using the left on D-pad like this. And then I go, give it a little bit of space, bring it out, and then tilt it to the right. So I do an opposite tilt. Put it like this, and then see right here, you can see that the camera is like zooming out and tilting at the same time. It looks pretty sick as far as editing wise. It's gonna look nice. As far as that right there, the rest of this right here, you could always trim it down right here. Now see, you can go slower with it if you use D-pad. I just use the right stick just because it's faster. So you have this right here. So this is basically how the video is going to go. I'm just going to speed through it. That way you can see how the clips are going to be. Now see, right now the whole entire video is 47 seconds. So roughly my video after editing is probably going to be about 20. So anything you see on the editor as far as time, you can always exit out of this and exit out of this, but do not press exit out of the Rockstar editor menu right here on the current project. Don't ever do that. I don't ever add ambient track, radio track, score track, text, none of that. I always save it time from time. Right now I'm just going to put this. I'm just going to put Nova isn't cool. You cannot put cuss words and nothing like that. This will be uploading to YouTube as this. You could do it through the USB way, so you don't have to upload it to YouTube, but the way I do it is just uploading it through YouTube. I feel like using USB and doing it on your laptop or whatever like that, or your computer, is just a lot of work for the same thing I can do on my phone. Obviously, you can use Sony Vegas on your videos and everything like that. I don't. All my cinematics, my videos, anything like that that I put out are all edited on the phone. Alright, so now that you have this right here, you're going to want to go to export. You can pick the same name. It says approximately 2 minutes. It says before exporting, make sure that your PlayStation too much color in some places. So your video Nova isn't cool, has been successfully exported to your video gallery. That is all good. Now from here, I can't show you because I do not have an Elgato anymore. But you're going to want to hit the PlayStation button and go to Capture Gallery. You're going to want to go to GTA. And you're going to want to go to Video Clips. You're going to find the one that you just did right here. It'll be named like that. And you can also see it from the thumbnail that it has. You're going to want to hit the share button on that. When you hit that share button on that, it's going to bring up another menu saying if you want to share this to YouTube or I think Facebook or something. And you always want to put YouTube, and it's going to make you sign into YouTube and link your YouTube to your PlayStation if you don't already have it linked. From there, you can set it, your settings on there, your name of the video, your tags, etc., etc. Don't do any of that. Just leave it as is. Do not, and I'm saying this right now, do not upload the video as private or unlisted. You have to upload it as public, because when you download it onto your phone, you need to have it uploaded publicly for you to download it through the service that I use. That is pretty much it for the Rockstar editor as far as making videos right here. All the rest of the magic happens on the phone. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the phone right now, and you're going to see how the phone works as far as what apps you need and what you're going to need for this. I would suggest before you even start making the video and everything like that is to just find the music you want first. That way when you make your video, you have a set rhythm you want to go with it. You can't pick a Juice WRLD Bandit when you're going for a video of like water, you know, like some waves crashing and, you know, like a sailboat going past. You can't do that. You can't, or like a video I just did right here, you can't use that with that. You got to pick something that's with the vibe of the video. You know, you can't pick something that's going to be a fast-paced song for a slow video. Obviously, it's not going to work. You can't pick a slow song for a fast video. That's not going to work. Unless you're into that, but that's just really on style and how you do it. But from right here, I'm going to transition to the phone so that way you can see it. I'm only going to show you on iPhone, by the way. I do not know how to do this on the Android. Says you're going to want to get these two apps. So it's Documents 5 and iMovie. Now see, Documents you can find pretty easy. These are both free. iMovie you can use on your Apple phone, iPad, any of that. So essentially what you're going to do now is go to YouTube, find whatever song you want. Get the share link off of that. Make sure it's public, by the way. Get the share link to that. And what you're going to do is going to go into Documents 5. And you want to go into Safari right here. So when you go into Safari, what you're going to do is put that link into the bar right here. And you're going to want to download it at the highest quality that says MP4. Not any of the other ones that say whatever else. Is going to be MP4. Once you download that, then you do the same process with this right here. Also with your GTA video that you exported, that you uploaded to YouTube, do the same process. So get the link, come on to Documents 5, come into the Safari to the bottom right here, go and hit the Safari button, go to savefrom.net, put in your link, download it at the highest quality. When you do download it, you'll see it'll pop up right down here in downloads. You'll see that it's downloading, and you'll probably get like a few pop-up ads, spam shit. All around here. You could close out those apps. And once you do that, you're going to go to downloads. When you do go to downloads right here, you're going to want to drag whatever video it is right here out of the downloads and put it into your out of the files right here and put it into your photo, your photo albums, and into your recents or whatever album you want to put it in. I already have it done, so I'm not going to do it again. Once you do that, it's already in your gallery. So then you can go to iMovie. When you go to iMovie, you can go to here and go to create new movie, and you can hit the video clip right here. Obviously I'm doing one that's of a Skyline video or Skyline meet I did not too long ago. Right here is essential right here, because right here this is the part where you're gonna want to chop out everything that you don't want. Now see, when I edit, you see that the camera right here is still, so it moves. It goes down, right? But I don't want it to show that it's still. So what I do is I see where it's already moving, like, okay, right here, it's slow in the video. Right here, it's fast. Get right here, and I split it. Chop this off. So then it starts off already moving, and you see right here it goes down, it goes slow again, where it goes to transition. And you see right here, you see that the video camera stops. It slows down and stops. Now see, that's what I don't want. Right there, I don't want this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this again. And you see right here, now the clip is just where it's moving. Now see, with this clip right here, obviously the camera will slow again. You split, delete, right here. Then when you come into this right here, say you want to get this part right here. You see how the video camera stops. You don't want to look at what you're looking at. You want to watch on how the video camera moves. So your camera in the game slows down and eventually stops here. I don't want any of this part right here. So I'm going to stop it when the camera's still moving. It makes a lot of difference when you're actually watching the video and everything. Hey, buddy. Hey, come over here. He's trying to run away right now. But when you're doing this, you're going to want to play it right here, and you can see right here that that is obviously loud. But you're going to want to play it right here, and you can see that now you see that it's a fluid motion. It's still moving and everything. I highly suggest turning the audio all the way down so you don't have to hear any of the extra noise and everything. But that's how you do it as far as this right here. That's how you keep the cameras moving. That way you don't have it to where it slows down and etc. and everything like that. You don't want none of that. And you always want to cut it before the next scene. That way you can work on the next scene without... Obviously I can do this pretty fast and I can do this easy because I'm already practiced with it and everything. It's already like something I do. So now when you go back to the beginning now, you can press play and you can see this right now where it's like, it's all in a fluid motion right here. So where it looks good right here. Now see, the thing is with the music wise, what you're going to do when you do music is you're going to want to hit the plus button right here. And you want to find, you want to go to, I think I could just use my audio. I doubt it. Yeah, I can. But You don't ever want to go to audio. You want to go to video. Hit the video that you want. Let's just say video right here. Let's go to here, and let's go to this right here. I'm just going to use the same audio from this right here. Hit the 3 buttons right here, and go to audio only. Now see, it's going to add it right here, and then you can move it depending on how you want it. Now see, this is just the audio from the basic video, so you're just going to hear just the basic audio from it and everything. So if this is a song and everything, you're obviously going to want to start the song wherever you want. So you're going to want to go to here, to this, and then drag it to the start. Do not get it and then pull this. Don't ever do this, because it's just going to add more onto the song. What you want to do is you want to hold down on it, and it's going to pick the clip, you know, the song up, and then you can drag it to wherever you want to put it. And then that's when it will start as far as audio wise. That's what you want to do as far as that. Then when you put your music onto your video right here, just keep chopping and cutting and everything. Another thing you want to do is go to the little gear in the bottom right and go to fade in from black and fade out to black. And then so in the beginning of your video, you'll see that it fades in from black and it gives it a real nice effect. And that's pretty much how you edit the videos. After that, you can save it onto your phone. You can post it wherever you want. I highly suggest that you download PixArt also and use the free effects that it has on there too, or the color effects, or the no crop effect on there, to where you can crop the video however much you want, rotate it, etc., etc. But that's pretty much how you make the video right there. It's not hard. It's just a lot of process you have to go through for a video, but that's just what it is. I highly suggest when you do make videos, take your time. Your first videos are not going to be perfect and beautiful. Believe me, my videos came out ass. And this is just how I've been editing them for a long time. So obviously there's more other ways to get transitions and everything like that and everything. With iMovie, you don't get so many transitions. You get the little swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, swipe right. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. Seems tacky. So just do regular editing how I do it. That's pretty much how I do it. If you do have any questions, any comments as far as the video or anything, or just need help with it, leave your comments. Leave all your questions in the comments. I'm sorry about that. Leave all your questions in the comments, and I'll respond to every single one of them as far as questions about how to use the Rockstar editor. As far as PlayStation wise, on Xbox I do not know, but obviously it's the same process. But as far as uploading and down, you know, all that stuff and everything, I don't know how to do that. But I really hope that you got something out of this video to where it helps you, and you know, it betters your knowledge on how to use the Rockstar editor for videos. It isn't just for cars, by the way. You could do this for character videos, or for scenery, or for whatever. It's just what I do with cars. But if you did get something from this video, or if it does help at all, just please subscribe to the channel. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. Right now I'm at 300, and I know that I can reach 1,000 by 2020, at least by like June of 2020 or something. So subscribe to the channel, put on the notifications. That way, anytime these videos come out, you obviously know when they are, and they could teach you something. Next video I'm gonna put out is for pictures and you know, effects with pictures and everything, because it's a little bit different and everything. I had to get portrait ones, but I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you learned something from this. And I hope you guys have a great day and happy holidays.